All right. So here we are with Sladjan. And the sun in Gemini in the 11th. All right. So I immediately feel someone who's like very friendly, very talkative, maybe active as like creative on social media somehow.
Yeah, I just started recently on Instagram where I post fashion designs that I draw.
Huh.
Mhm.
Fashion. Hmm?
But I'm not only interested into fashion, just art in general, digital art, comics, manga.
Okay. Okay, so you're watching and like anime and reading manga and comics and stuff.
Yes, that too.
Okay, are you part of those communities as well?
Not necessarily. I would like to be, but um, I don't know. I like to be secluded in a way.
Uh-huh. That's interesting. That makes me think about your Saturn and what was it, Mercury? No, who else? Yeah, in the 12th.
Uh, Mars and Saturn was in a 12, yes.
Right. Why secluded?
Mm, I don't know. Maybe it's because, in a way, I don't think I'm good enough. It is not good enough what I create to post or to share. Or maybe I'm just super like a perfectionist in a way.
Okay, do you feel the Mars-Saturn conjunction in what you're saying?
Yes, I would say so. That it is displacement. A
Needing
lot of
to
people actually tell me that it's really good and that I shouldn't be too hard on myself. But I don't know. Maybe I don't see it, or
Okay, and what are you talking about specifically? Like something that you're drawing?
for example, yes.
Do you draw like manga?
Yeah, I actually started drawing at the age of 5 or 6 and never really stopped. Um, yeah.
Okay, that makes me think about your Sun-Venus conjunction in Gemini.
hmm
So what kinds of things do you draw?
Um, I draw anime. I also draw furries, actually, fashion, just really stuff that I'm really interested to. There's no
And you
limits, actually.
no limits. Okay. Mm-hmm. And you also, I guess, are into that stuff online, always have been attracted to it.
Yes, on social media, very much.
Okay, do you actively exchange in those communities, like maybe on Reddit or on Discord or wherever?
I'm more of an observer, I would say. Like, I genuinely enjoy seeing it and interacting, but most of the time, I'm really just observing, liking, reposting.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you see that with the Sun in Gemini in the 11th?
I mean, in a way, I mean, it's still in the 11th house, like shared goals, community based. So I can totally see that.
With the
Helping,
11th, go ahead.
helping each other out. And yeah.
But also the 11th is just the public, like what all the people are doing and posting and just being in that public atmosphere of the
Mhm.
internet in general and social media and whatever people are doing there, right? And so the sun being there for me is like where your focus is in life, what you're looking at every day when you're awake. And that makes me think about being on the computer, seeing what people are posting, seeing what's on Pinterest, on Instagram, on Reddit, or wherever, right? So being constantly kind of aware of the things. And also I like the observing, right? Gemini and liking and reposting Gemini.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, I actually repost a lot. I'm actually quite famous for that in my friend group.
Okay. Uh-huh. So you repost just whatever you find interesting.
Yes.
And you could have like How many stories per day could you repost?
I guess it depends. Maybe I'm just doom scrolling that day, then it's a lot, or maybe not that much when I'm working, or after work when I'm in bed.
But you do spend a lot of time online.
I do, yeah.
Okay. Do you see that, Sun Gemini in the 11th?
I I do see that because I do when I think of the 11th house, I do think of like networks and the internet, social media, like very, very futuristic. It's a very futuristic house.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And
It
since I
also
have a, yeah,
it makes me think also about like being out. Okay, first of all, traveling. Maybe traveling to different cities, to different countries, taking the train, but not staying just in Berlin. Or if you're in Berlin, going to the different neighborhoods. But it feels very social. It feels like there's a lot of movement in your life.
yes. But I actually I don't live in Berlin anymore. I live in Baden-Württemberg now, in a small city, because we moved when I was pretty young. I think 8 or 9 years ago. Yes.
Hmm. Baden-Württemberg, is that near Berlin?
It's in the opposite direction, you could say. Like when Berlin is far in the north, I'm here pretty much in the south.
Ah, like in Bayern.
Yeah, for example, in
Like
that
I live in
direction.
Bayern. Okay, I see. Okay, so you live in a small city. What do you do for work?
Currently, I'm a social worker. I work with disabled people and help them during their day-to-day life. But before that, I actually changed a lot my career because I didn't know what I really want to do. So I just tried stuff like trial and error until I found something. Now I'm at social work. I do like it, but here again, I'm still thinking, is it really the right thing for me?
Right, so it's definitely not social work. So how do you interact with these people? Where do you meet them?
They live in this facility, and yeah, I just go there and take care of them. I prepare their food, I wash them, I talk with them, I go out with them. So really just spending time with them and
Okay.
taking
Hmm.
care.
Like being company.
Yes.
Okay, do you see the Gemini in that?
Mm, in a sense, yeah, because when I think of Gemini, Gemini is a really stimulation based sign, I would say, that likes a lot of new interactions with people. So I do see it, yes. Also, again, 11th house, when we're speaking of groups,
Yeah,
yes, I do
right.
see it.
Yes, exactly. And that you're there, you're chatting with the different people. It's very social work. I mean, even just social work, right, Gemini?
Yes,
Okay. The other thing, however, of course, it is the Mars Saturn again in Cancer in the 12th.
yes,
Right, because these people are disabled in the first place, Saturn, Mars Saturn, and they're in a, help facility, the 12th house, and you're there really to take care of them, Cancer.
yes. I do. I was also told by a lot of them that I was really nurturing in a way, that my energy is very nurturing, that I got a lot of compliments actually from there. And the people
Mhm.
there really like me. That
Okay.
that they take like a sort of mother role in a way.
Uh-huh. That you're that way towards them.
Yeah.
Is
But
there any
maybe it's yeah.
Go ahead.
But maybe it's also because I'm openly gay that they see me as like a mother figure. And I don't know.
Why would that be? What does being gay have to do with being the mother figure in that case?
Mm, I don't know, honestly. I just, in a way, I'm actually very feminine presenting, especially at work, because I do like to present feminine. And I, for example, actually also have long hair, but I just have a hat on because I'm sweating. Um, yeah, I don't know, honestly. It's, I think just a personal case in this case, and not a general thing.
Yeah, that makes me think about the Cancer very much, the feminine presenting. It also makes me think about your Sun Venus conjunct, but even if we just go back to the Sun by himself in Gemini, Gemini being very flexible, adaptive, open, double, right? So that makes me think about being gay, being feminine presenting, being also, because you said that you draw furries. So that also makes me think about that like double life, having that kind of face identity that's different.
Yeah, totally. I can also see that. People are actually shocked when they find things out about me that they never thought of. Like they could never imagine it.
Okay, that makes me wonder if some of the content that you produce is kind of lewd, like sexual content.
Yeah, actually it is, but I never really posted them. For a short time I did. But after some time I kind of lost all motivation, and then I just stopped posting, I guess.
Oh, but you did post about that at some point.
Yeah, for example on Twitter or on Reddit as well.
Okay, so you do put your things in various places on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you see the Sun in Gemini in the 11th there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then for me again, it's kind of the Mars, especially in Cancer in the 12th, like sexual content that you also don't like to share too much or you don't expose
Yeah.
easily.
I do would like to share more, but I'm also kind of scared of, I don't know, of how it would come over, or like how other people would react, especially in my inner circle, because I
Oh,
don't know how I would explain it to them. Like, yeah, I just like that, but it's,
so you have
yeah,
some kind of like fetish stuff that you're also exploring,
yeah.
but you kind of hide that part of you.
I think Scorpio is also my fifth house, so that would explain it, I guess. That's how I see it.
I'm feeling especially the Mars in Cancer in the 12th. I get where you're going with Scorpio, but Cancer is also the sign of reproduction, sexuality, closeness, intimacy, right? And
Yeah.
so Mars in Cancer in the 12th to me feels kind of like doing things very hidden.
Yeah, I do see that. I also like to isolate myself. For example, when I'm spending time with my friends, after that, I just isolate myself for, I don't know, maybe 2 3 days to recharge again. That's also, I would say, Cancer maybe in the 12th house.
Totally. But together with the Sun in the Gemini in the 11th, right? Because first comes the socialization with friends, and then
Yes.
comes the isolation. Okay. But it feels like maybe because now I'm feeling maybe there's a friend or someone that is very close to you that you retreat to
Mhm.
that is more private, maybe is not a part of your friend group, like someone else, maybe that they don't know about.
Sorry, can you repeat your question? It was kind of loud here right
Oh,
now.
okay. Because I'm seeing that you have like the friend. Okay, let's talk about the friend group.
Okay.
Okay, so how many friends do you have? Roughly.
Um, in my close circle, it's two friends that I spend a lot of time with. And then I do also have some online friends that live, for example, in Berlin when I used to live there. I'm still in contact with them. Then I also have some friends from school back then, but we're not that close anymore, but we still hear from each other from time to time.
Okay, so the friends like that are in Berlin, the ones that are far away, I guess you talk over the internet. Do you play a game with them or something, or do you guys have a chat room?
Yeah, we usually talk over FaceTime or Discord and then play games like Mario Kart or whatever game we want to play, actually.
Okay, so there's a lot of gaming happening with
Mhm.
your friends.
Yes, we
Okay.
all love gaming.
Okay. Do you see the sun in Gemini in the 11th again?
Um, I mean, I wouldn't say, like, when I think of Sun and Gemini in the 11th, I wouldn't think of gaming immediately, but maybe it's just me.
Well, the sun in Gemini is the gamer, right? Because
Okay.
Gemini plays games. That's one of the things of Gemini. Whereas in the 11th house, you do it over the internet, over the Discord server, while chatting with your friends, together with your friends that live in different cities, right? Because the
Mhm.
11th house is also the cities, the countries.
Okay.
Okay, so also being part of that community, the Discord server, right? And being active on the Discord server, that's a place that you would visit, you would interact with frequently, if not daily, then at least weekly, right? Sun and
Yes.
Gemini in the 11th. It's a constant feature of your life.
Yes, I would agree. Yeah.
Okay. And also the gaming you can see as Gemini because Gemini is a mutable air sign, right? So you play the game, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's play a different game. And it's all like being in these different worlds, mutability.
Mhm.
Okay.
I do have another question though regarding the sun.
Yeah.
I don't. Do you also do like Neptune and the
Yeah.
new planets? Because some astrologers don't. So I'm asking because I do have a trine
Well,
there
it's
with zero
perfect.
orbs.
It's everything that we talked about. I mean, think about the nature of Neptune. Neptune is manga, anime, furries,
Hmm.
video games, right? Because it all takes you into a totally new world that is not the physical world, it's not the built world, it's not the normal world, it's the internet world. Right?
Okay.
All the things that are kind of for many people, what you do is really strange and kind of new.
Yeah, I do felt a lot like an outcast. Like growing up, my entire life, I felt like an outcast. So I do. Yeah. People
Why?
usually. Why? I don't know. Honestly, I try to fit in. It's not like I didn't try, but I just never really understood. Like, oh, I just never really understood social cues, or I never really knew how to act around, or maybe just my interests as well. They're so specific.
Yeah. I would say that that's the sun Neptune. Neptune and Aquarius, especially because Aquarius again is like getting along with people,
Hmm.
like having interactions with the public, being a part of a group, right? So being a little strange and not knowing how to find your place in the world, not knowing exactly who you are amongst all those people and how to socially interact. Sun Neptune.
Okay, interesting.
Also being a part of those other communities, that you're online and that you're kind of being exposed to all those other worlds. Like for me, for example, and like the world of anime and manga, that is so Sun Neptune in air signs.
Yeah,
Right?
um, I was, but I would say before I thought I would rather say maybe Uranus is more like maybe manga anime. That's what I thought before. Like I didn't connect it with Neptune before.
Well, you could do both, it's with astrology, it's thinking very symbolically, like expanding your mind to really see things more widely. Therefore, you have to have the context about them.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, for me, I see everything so far just there. What else do you do on the internet?
What else I do on the internet? Honestly, besides drawing and posting, I do like to read manga as well. or webcomics, or just read in general, also about astrology, just whatever I find interesting.
See, astrology is also like Neptune. And if you think about the world of manga, think about how differently they're drawn. Think about how different it is from German society, the way that they interact, the characters in manga, the way that they're drawn, sort of the exchanges that they have, right? So
Mhm.
what I almost see is that when you're in that world, of course, you feel weird in German society because German society, the way I see it, is so fixed, kind of tight. It doesn't
Yeah.
have that kind of otherworldly manga nature to it, right? And so that you find your place mostly online in those other worlds. There I see the Sun, Neptune, Gemini, Aquarius.
Yeah. I,
Especially for Gemini, all the reading, the manga, the anime, the watching, the listening, the liking, the reposting, it's all Gemini.
yeah, I can totally see it. Yeah, I
And
actually
also,
like, yeah,
go ahead, go ahead.
I actually started watching anime and manga since I was really young. And back then I even was bullied for that. Yeah, that too. But I think I was bullied, I think, almost my entire life until I was, I think, 17, 18. Then it kind of stopped. Uh, I would say maybe it was maybe Mars or maybe also my Pluto in the fifth house because it's squaring my sun.
Yeah, the opposition.
Ah, it's the opposition, yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, that Pluto in the fifth also makes me think about, again, the things that you're into because they're very foreign, right? I mean, it's Japanese, let's say, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's Japanese art form. And, a lot of it, because I know I used to be into manga and anime, and I know some of it is like very explicit, some of the content.
It is, yes.
Yeah. And also just seeing like your face, the way that you present yourself, and then your Mars, Saturn, and Cancer in the 12th. So I feel like there's also a lot of that kind of. I'm just gonna make it easy for myself and say fetish.
Okay.
That feels very strong in your chart. That kind of.
I'm very sex positive, I must
Exactly.
say.
Yeah, that is what I feel in this chart very strongly.
I am, yeah, totally.
Okay. Do you pursue that? Like going into different cities, for example, bigger cities and visiting the sauna or visiting the gay bars or visiting some kind of communities, even online?
I rather do that online. For example, okay, now I deleted the app again, but for example, I used a lot of Grinder, for example.
Yes.
Yeah. Had my fun, had my share. But it's kind of like an on-off energy where I delete it and then re-download it and then again delete it. It's
Hold on,
like,
just and I have to move locations. Hi. Thanks. All right, go on.
yeah, that's actually it. I just used Grinder mostly when it's with interacting with queer people.
Okay. Uh-huh. And do you ever like move your location so that you're somewhere else looking?
Like in the app, you mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes I do. For example, when I mean, for example, I'm about to travel to Berlin next month to visit some family, my friends, and then yeah, I was curious to see.
Exactly. See, I know. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, therefore I feel the opposition between your Sun and Pluto. Quite some. Right?
Also,
Because
just yeah,
the fifth house is also the house of sex, right?
yeah, sex. I think creativity.
fun, pleasure, going
pleasure.
out, clubbing. Okay, maybe you don't club, but I guess you do lots of other things, like the manga and the drawing.
But I do actually like to go clubbing. I also love to go on raves, for example, techno, stuff like this. Honestly, I'm very open.
Yeah. There I feel the Sun Neptune very strongly again. Right, to be part
Honestly,
of that big ocean of people at a rave, just
yes, just vibing.
yeah, exactly. Okay. That makes me think also about you being very involved in another world. So for example, like One Piece comes to mind. Maybe you never watched One Piece, but just being very familiar with that world, maybe a world in a book or something that you become very involved with.
Mhm. No, I actually watch One Piece. It's one of my favorites.
Actually, that makes sense now that and oftentimes, yeah, of course, the things that I come up with make sense because of the Neptune, right? So it's the pirates, right? The
Yeah.
ocean, because they're traveling all the time.
I don't know. Also, maybe because they are kind of like a rebel, like they're going against the government. You could say they're going their way.
Okay, that makes me think especially about the Mars Saturn in Cancer.
How come?
Because Saturn would be the government, whereas Mars is the rebel. And they're doing this on seas, right? Cancer.
Yeah, you're right. Oh my God.
Yeah. Your chart is not just about your personality and your character traits as an individual. It's about your total reality design, the things that you do, the people that you meet, the things that you talk about, the things that you see, the things that you create, the interactions that you have, the places, the environments where you're. It's everything that you witness, everything that you experience, inside and outside, is here. So the one piece should be precisely in the chart, or is,
Okay.
I should say, right? And anything else that you do also. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay.
I never saw it before like that. I just really thought it was a personal thing, you know?
Yeah, it is, and much more. Right? It
Wow.
expands your idea of who you are. And then you start to see yourself as the total of your experience.
Hmm. Interesting.
All right. What do you have as a vision for something you want to create or something you're interested, something you see yourself moving towards?
Honestly, I've been thinking lately about like getting into drag. As I said before, I really love fashion. I like designing clothes, like painting clothes. And I don't know, just like getting on stage, performing. Maybe it's my Leo rising.
Yes. And look, if you think about the transits,
Jupiter, right?
Jupiter is about to be on your ascendant
Yes,
and is going to be in Leo for the next year. So that makes me think about the drag that's beginning.
it's time.
Do you see yourself already like preparing, buying stuff, exploring, watching about it?
I mean, I've been watching Drag Race, for example, for the past 3, 4 years. And then I met a friend who was also into drag, and we kind of wanted to start together, like just painting your face together. But we kind of separated, and now I just want to start again, I guess.
Okay. The other thing I'm feeling is your Sun Venus. Again, think about Gemini
Hmm.
being two, right? So being male and being female. So cross-dressing. Or even if you
Yes.
think about being transgender, what I guess you're not, but still it's also the Gemini theme, right? Or being androgynous. All of those are Gemini themes. So if you would dress and you would present as a woman on stage, Sun, Venus, Gemini, 11th house,
Yeah, but it makes sense.
right?
Like performing in front of a group, yeah. Yeah, I can totally see it. Especially even online as well, like being an online presence. because a lot actually moves towards like having online presence. Like the world's changing. Yes.
And what would you perform?
That's a good question, actually. I don't know. Maybe I think like a jack of all trades, something. Gemini.
Very
I can do
Gemini,
everything what you want.
right? Like telling stories or singing a song or just like making jokes, doing comedy.
Yeah. Roasting, I could imagine. I like to roast people.
Okay, roasting, very good.
Or creating like looks, like a look queen, you could say. I like to look good.
Okay.
I'm also very much into horror. So
Oh,
maybe that.
that makes me think about the Pluto again.
I actually used to be really scared of horror movies or like everything that's horror themed. But I think since the last past 2 or 3 years, I kind of grew into it. Like I still wouldn't watch every movie. Like there's some movies that are too scary for me, but I do enjoy them. Like the adrenaline, the kick, but
Hmm.
also just with friends together. I would never watch them alone.
Okay. Okay, interesting. There's the 11th house coming in again.
Yes, we just went to the horror movie actually, I think yesterday.
Okay. Well, you can see that yesterday, Venus at 18 degrees of Leo makes an exact aspect to your Sun, Venus, and Pluto.
Oh wow.
Right? So going to the movies together with friends, Venus and Leo, together with them to watch a horror movie. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it totally does.
Okay, yeah. That's how astrology works in real time because the transits are moving all the time. That's what creates the different events in your everyday life. That's why you experience different things. It's because of the transits.
I tried looking into transits, but it's really complicated, I must say.
It's tricky when you don't know how to do it. Yeah, I know. And especially the stuff that they write about the transits in the apps is useless. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
And last, like you can see, like even think about you drawing dresses or whatever you're drawing, fashion.
Hmm.
Sun, Venus, Gemini, right? The different, and it's like one sketch after the other, and they're all different, like poses and dresses and like adornments, right? And you post them up online.
Yeah, I can totally see the conjunction.
Yeah. Or you get the inspiration from other people that you see, and then you try something similar. You try copying certain elements of what you've seen.
Yeah, I actually do a lot of screenshots when I like special parts of their outfits and like to incorporate them and then into my own designs. Or from anime manga as well. I mean, they also wear a lot of nice dresses or outfits where I take inspiration from.
Exactly. Right? Because that's Gemini, the twin, to copy something and then make changes, right? To duplicate Gemini.
Yeah. I used to do that actually, like my entire life, actually. Like copy things, even copy the mannerisms of my friends that I
Yes.
really like and just make them my own.
Do you see Sun, Venus, Gemini 11th?
Yeah, I totally see it. It's crazy when I think about it.
Or doing interpretations, like doing pretending to be a bird or an animal or a person, mimicking.
Yeah, I do that too. Or for example, when my friends start singing a song, I just join them because it did something in my brain. I have to. Yeah.
Okay.
Or like meowing to my friends or
Yes.
barking. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
do
meowing,
that.
of course, also makes me think of the Leo rising.
In what way?
Meowing, the cat, the lion, Leo.
Ah, yeah, feline. Yes, obviously. I totally see it too.
Yeah. And being seen, you know that you put on these like outfits that are very nice. There's the Sun Venus, but of course I also feel the Leo rising.
Mhm. Yeah, I always loved the attention actually since as a child. But then I don't know, maybe because I was told to like show less or like dim my light, so it kind of went inwards. But now I think I'm kind of getting outside again.
Right, because Jupiter is going on your ascendant now.
Yeah.
And I also see you like going on the streets as a kid and looking at the shops and all the clothes and being amazed by all the beautiful, I don't know, mannequins.
Yeah. So, now that I remember, for example, when I used to be younger, my older sister and I went to go shopping for her to get some, I don't know the English word, like for the breast that you wear,
Ah,
the bra. We always went bra shopping together
okay.
because she trusted into my sense of style because she liked my style. And so I just chose what bra for us, what bra she wants for her.
Perfect.
Now that I think of it, I just remembered.
Yeah, what I can also see is that when you're outside in the city, you're just like having crushes on people. You're looking at everyone, you're seeing, and you're, oh, wow, attractive. Oh, she looks so nice. Oh, wow, he's so sexy. Like that.
I do have a wandering eye, I would say. Yeah, yeah, I do have. But when I'm in a relationship, not really much. Especially when I'm like really into them. I do tend to be a bit of obsessive towards my partner.
Uh-huh. That makes me
But
think about the Mars Saturn Cancer.
but when I'm single, yeah, I do have a wandering eye because I like to have options.
This is so, the Mars Saturn is so interesting to me, but I feel like it's going to take me to a very different place because it's both malefics in the sign of closeness and intimacy.
Yes, I know.
So that feels like a lot of disappointment or like yeah, just
Yeah, I also have like, for example, my relationship with my parents. Both are not that nice, especially towards my dad. My mom, it's okay. I mean, she moved away. She's not living with us, and I do get along with her, for example. But she kind of represses my gay side, and it's the same with my dad in a way. Like they respect it, but they don't understand it. And like for me, getting more into my femininity, it's I can see their I wouldn't say disappointment, but like they they just don't know it from me, you know? It's a really weird relationship I have with them regarding my sexuality.
mhm. Yeah, Mars Saturn and Cancer in the 12th for me, the repression of your female energy, right? The Cancer, and also your sexuality, Cancer. Not being able to show the frustration that comes and the need also to release it, right? To do things behind their back, for example.
Mm. I used, I mean, even up to this day, I used to bottle up everything, just swallow it down and pretend everything is fine to not cause any trouble. But with each day, I notice it's really getting to me. Like, I kind of need to burst or something. Like, the barrel is about to explode.
Yeah. That makes me think about where Saturn is at the moment, stationing at 14 degrees Aries, exactly sextile your sun and square your Saturn Mars. Right, Aries being the energy of like, I want to be myself. I want to do what I want to do. I want to show myself how I am.
Yes.
So I see that coming for you too, especially with Jupiter on the ascendant. Okay. Okay. Let's pause there for today. We went a bit
Okay.
over. I'm sorry about that. But that was very interesting and you're very quick picking up things. So that was great. What do you
Thank you
think?
so much. I really enjoyed it too.
Okay. Do you feel like you had a better idea for the different parts, how they're working together?
Yeah, a lot actually. I learned a lot from you.
Great.
So I'm really thankful for your service. It was really fun.
Great.
It
Okay.
was also my very first reading I had with like the interaction. Usually I just read everything online or watch YouTube videos. So that's my first reading too, you could say.
Wow. Great. All right, let me stop recording now.
Mhm.
So Sladjan and I are signing out. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.